5 is the worst diet recommendations. Joined today by Jordan, a nutrition expert.
Sure, we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
She's got a master's degree in nutrition, so I think we can call her expert.
Number 1, cleanses and detoxes. Let's give her a little take on those. Well, I'm not a big cleanse and detox promoter for several reasons. There's so many out on the market. And I wouldn't even know where to begin, honestly, to give you examples of some of the cleanses and detoxes out there that you can purchase, that you can do, juice cleanses.
The idea you're kind of sticking to one food for a while, or what?
Some of them are just like taking out meals in your day and replacing it with some sort of drink. Pre-made drink.
Really?
Yeah. Or, a celery juice cleanse. It is. My best way I can tell somebody to cleanse, honestly, is get rid of the processed foods, increase the number of vegetables that you're eating in a day. And that works as an amazing cleanse. Also, we all have livers. We're born with them. And the purpose of our liver is to detox our body.
Right, next one, exercise will help offset your poor diet. So a lot of people believe that I'm going to work out a lot so I can eat whatever I want.
Mm-hmm. I have seen it many, many, many times where somebody goes gung-ho, starts an exercise program. Yes. They're in there every single day, busting butt, and nothing's happening. They're staying the same. Well, that's because they're not changing their diet. So I personally, if I were to put a percentage on it, I would say like 80 to 90% of your results are going to come from what you do in your kitchen, not in the gym.
The fewer the calories, the better. If I'm trying to lose weight, right?
Right. Yes. Restrict. That's the society we live in. We live in a diet culture mentality society. And I don't agree with it.
Suffer with a diet, right?
I see an issue of undereating more than I do overeating and causing somebody to not lose weight, to be quite honest with you. We could do a whole video on that and causing your body to go into starvation mode and all that kind of stuff. But the diet mentality of less, back down is not always the best way to go. And my big motto is focusing on nutrient density, quality nutrients versus take out.
All right, next one. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I hear this constantly.
Breakfast cereal manufacturers back in the day actually came up with this.
Promoted this.
Yep.
Absolutely. I saw the same thing.
Yeah. There's nothing.
Makes sense to me.
Nothing in our human biology that says we need to wake up and go to the kitchen right away and eat. So my advice for clients always is your first meal of the day should be when you're hungry. Right.
If you don't feel hungry to 11, sure. I mean, and then you're somewhat fasting.
That's one of the back and forth. That's one of probably the most controversial things in nutrition. Yeah. I've never thrown the egg yolks out, to be quite honest with you. From a nutritional standpoint, because that's what I'm going to speak from, that's literally where all of the nutrients are. Like nature does that on purpose. There's really little to nothing in the actual egg white. A little bit of protein. Reason for that, there's a ton of healthy fat in the egg yolk. And you're just a lot of it's super nutrient. Like we could probably live off eggs alone.
Well, I did my own experiment here and a little bit based upon your recommendations. You said it was okay that I eat eggs every day. And so I eat 3 eggs a day. And I just had my cholesterol measured. Perfect. No problem at all. And I've been doing it for 6 months. So red meat is bad.
Think we're going to ruffle some feathers on this one?
Yeah, we are.
Probably. There's always some new headline about how red meat is going to cause heart disease. You're going to get cancer from it. You're going to get diabetes. It's linked to all sorts of stuff. One problem I found with looking into research with this is nutrition research is hard in general, but never is our studies like this. They don't isolate, you can't isolate red meat consumption alone. So they're looking at people who eat red meat have a higher risk of these. But what else are these people who are eating red meat doing in these studies? Are they smoking cigarettes? Are they drinking beer? What are they eating with their red meat?
The thing I've seen on the studies is their red meat was not sourced. Their red meat was, they were taking in beef with antibiotics or whatever.
Yep.
So, and yes, in that case, I think you should not eat red meat.
Correct.
I don't think you should eat chicken. With chickens that are injected with antibiotics and absolutely going to pick up some weird stuff.
For sure. And unfortunately, that's just not talked about. Red meat is all lumped in one category, but you can't compare red meat from a factory farm to red meat that's raised locally
Yeah,
and
because
not injected.
nobody's done any studies on
So
that.
it's not bad as long as you choose the right good quality and know where
Right.
it's coming from.
Exactly.